Today's tutorial is on acromioclavicular taping, which is commonly known as the AC joint. Whether it's a grade 1 or a grade 3, which is at the worst end of the scale, the principle is exactly the same. Just with a grade 3, you'd use a lot more taping for it. Now, for the starting position, we'd normally have the hand on the hip. This just helps to put the joint sort of in a neutral position. What I'd use first is some tough skin, just to help it make it adhere a lot better. Again, the sweating during a game that these players have, sometimes you just get it peeling from the edges, and that makes the tape less effective. First thing is to use the Fix 100 as an anchor. Now, just using this as an anchor from just above the nipple line to the back of the shoulder blade. So just lowering that on, going over the AC joint and finishing off at the back here at the shoulder blade. And then a second bit is we're going to be taping down the arm, just about halfway down the biceps. Can I just get you to put your arm? Now, the position that we usually start from is just this hand on hip position. Okay. Now, I prefer to use the 38mm rigid for this type of taping. So the first thing we do is, what we're trying to do is anchor that joint down. So starting from just above the AC joint and then going down to just above where the Fix 100 finishes, and just pulling nice and tight. Now, what you can do is to actually have someone push down over the joint just to get it down into where it should be if they are unstable, and then layer it down. Like to use a little bit of a crossover over the joint, so starting a little bit more anteriorly, and then again, what I like to do is push down on the joint, pull the tape on tight, and then layer it down. Same from the back, and again, what we're trying to do is just go over the top of the joint. You can reinforce that 2 or 3 times with the crossovers. Okay, and then just anchoring it off again with 50mm rigid. And it doesn't matter whether you come from front to back. The big thing with these anchors, as we come along the tape, is to try and pull down. So again, you're trying to push that joint back down and anchor it. It's just coming slightly laterally with this anchor. And again, pulling down tight over the top. And then same again over the biceps, just tense the biceps up so that when they do start to tackle and blood's pumping through that biceps, if you put it in a short position, the tape will restrict some of the blood flow through there. So usually just anchor it. You can anchor it once, but I like to do it a couple of times just to make sure, just tense the biceps. And then just to help anchor it down and adhere better, you like to use the Fix 100 front and back. And there we have AC joint taping.